Hello, and welcome to another unbiased heart take. It is a short take, and once again, me and Chandler's schedule did not intertwine, so we're gonna do this. So one thing I like to mention, right? The Ravens are a bunch of crybabies. Ravens fans, Justin Tucker's a crybaby. I see it all over TikTok and Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Y'all a bunch of crybabies. You're saying that's not a fumble. That's not an interception. The field wasn't good enough for me to make kicks. But yet the same guy went 6 for 6. Maybe you're just washed, Justin Tucker. Maybe you should just step down the throne and get off your little high horse and actually just think, wow, Chris Boswell is a lot better than me. He's the best kicker in the NFL. Which he is. He's the best kicker in the NFL by far. I mean, there's no one else. And you can tell me otherwise, that he's the best kicker. The Steelers had so many games on Chris Boswell for winning games. So, and everyone says our defense is not elite. We held. Oh, let me get the stats up here. Hold on. We held Derrick Henry to 65 yards. 65. And the Ravens had, what, how many turnovers? 3? 3 turnovers? Really? How many did we have? Oh, 1. All because of Darnell Washington's almost 7 foot, 6'7". Didn't want to jump for a ball. But that's beside the point. And then Lamar. He went 16 for 33 with 207 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Russell Wilson at 205, and he completed 23 passes out of 36. So you're telling me that, and even his rating, Russell Wilson's rating was better than Lamar Jackson's. So maybe your guys' defense isn't that good, Ravens. You're just mad that the Steelers are better. And yes, this is the first game of the division. And I do believe you guys are going to beat us. Because we always go. There's always that one little mess up that we do in the second game. But you guys are 1-8, I do believe, against us. So I don't know. Like I said, I love it when you guys cry about stuff. It's so amusing. I love it. I laugh every time I see it and hear it. And this is not going for the same thing for the Cleveland Browns or the Cincinnati Bengals in that matter. So just admit the loss, that we are better than you. So I'm starting off with this with a Thursday night, actually, bye weeks. Who are on the bye? Atlanta, Buffalo, Cincinnati, New Orleans, New York, and Jacksonville. Quite a few teams are on the bye week this week. But it is A-okay because today, Thursday Night Football, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns. And it's not looking good for Cleveland. Yeah, it's not looking good. They suck. They might as well just tank the rest of the year, at least try to get the number 1 pick. Because they're 2-8. So I'm picking Steelers on this one, and I don't think it's not going to be a game. It's just going to be a massive manslaughter. It's just, you guys should just tank. Myles Garrett isn't that good. He gives up on way too many plays. So yeah, he's a clown. He shouldn't have won that Defensive Player of the Year. It should have been TJ Watt because he had more sacks, more everything, and everyone else are all tons of clowns like Micah Parsons and all the rest of them. So going to the Sunday games, not Sunday night, but the Sunday games. Starting for the 1:00 games. Minnesota at Chicago. I know I'm going with Chicago, or not Chicago. Psych! Chicago. Chicago sucks. I mean, honestly, the Packers should destroy them, but Caleb Williams looks horrible when it comes to great defenses, and I mentioned that, and I was right. He sucks against great defenses. And Minnesota has somewhat of a greater defense, has a better defense. Not as much, but they do have that offensive firepower. So, in Chicago, like I said, they're just trash. So I'm going with Minnesota to win this game. The next 1:00 game is Detroit at Indianapolis. This is a no-brainer, even though the Colts really do need this win. Shockingly, they're not going to win. Detroit is going to come in and clean house, just like the rest of their teams that they've been playing. For example, Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, 52-6. So yeah, let's just they're going to keep it rolling here. They're breaking franchises records left and right. It's not even funny. They're breaking new records every day. So yeah, I'm picking Detroit. New England at Miami. New England is somewhat impressing me a little bit, but even though they are 3-8, they don't have a chance to be in the race for the playoffs. But Miami does. This is a must-win game for them as well. To go 5-6, they need to probably beat the rest of their schedule. They need to go undefeated for the rest of the week. And honestly, they may not do it. But right now they're 4-6. This is a must-win for them. And even though Drake May is actually looking somewhat promising, he did he threw 2 touchdowns and 1 interception against the Rams. But Matthew Stafford threw for 4. So, but Drake May is actually looking somewhat promising. He might be the new franchise quarterback for the Patriots. And Tua is slowly looking like himself. even though it scares me from time to time. But he's having all the doubters wrong. But I'm going to pick Miami on this game. I think it's going to be an offensive shootout, but Miami has a little bit better of a defense than what the Patriots has. I mean, clearly, when they faced the Rams, Matthew Stafford threw for 4 touchdowns. So, going on the next 1 o'clock game is Tampa Bay and New York. Yeah, I feel so bad for the Rams. Not the Rams. Tampa Bay. They're 4-6 right now. I had them a little bit higher, but they're facing the New York Giants, and they have a new quarterback. They named a new quarterback. They switched Tommy DeVito. He's going to be the new starting quarterback. Even though they have, who was it? Drew Lock has been there since day 1 of this season, and Tommy DeVito recently got signed, and he's now the starting quarterback, and Drew Lock is just sitting there. And now it's just, I kind of feel bad for Drew Lock, honestly, because he should have been there doing it. But I feel sorry. I feel sorry for Drew Lock. Honestly, I really do. But it is the Giants. Nothing good happens with the New York Giants, so I'm going Tampa Bay on this one. Dallas at Washington. So for this one, Dallas should just tank. Honestly. They should just tank it. Because they're on a 5 losing streak. And they've been getting shut out, except for the Falcons game, because that was somewhat of a close game. 49ers, I would not say that was a shutout, but the Lions, the Eagles, and the Texans. That Texans game was atrocious. I'm surprised they even got 10 points. But I'm going with Washington on this one. Washington is looking really good. I give them about 2 more years, and they're going to be Super Bowl contenders if they keep this main squad and just keep adding. Because Jaden Daniels is that guy. He's their franchise quarterback. So I'm picking Washington on this one. Kansas City at Carolina. Man. And Carolina right now is on a 2-game winning streak. But are they going to keep it up? Since the Kansas City lost the Buffalo Bills last week. But I want to look something up. Real quick here. Because so the last time that they faced, the Chiefs beat the Panthers 33-31, and that was on November 8th of 2020. So, is Carolina Panthers gonna prove everybody wrong that they're gonna be the second team to beat Carolina or Kansas City? I don't know. I mean, the way that they're playing right now, this is the worst that they've been. And right now it's not. I mean, I'm surprised that that they're even even 9-1 right now. Because honestly, they don't look like a 9-1 team. Let me tell you that. But it's the Carolina Panthers. And the only teams that they beat was the horrible Giants, the somewhat good Saints, and the crappy Raiders. So let's keep that in mind here. But I'm going to go with Kansas City on this one. And now we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. This is a no-brainer. I am picking the Houston. Like I said, there's no-brainer. Tennessee sucks. It's yeah. Next game, we got this. The 4:00 games is the Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders, and this one's also a no-brainer. Give me Denver. Now this one is going to be a good game. San Francisco at Green Bay. The way that Green Bay is playing, and they barely won against the Bears, the crappy Bears, it shocks me how they played, honestly. Oh man. And San Francisco is even right now, so they're 5-5, and they need to win almost all of these games to even make a playoff contender. And they did lose to Seattle out of all teams. But I'm going to go with San Francisco on this game. I think the curse for the Packers against the 49ers, will always be there for you. I'm sorry. You just can't beat San Francisco. I don't know why. It always goes back to that NFC championship. You guys had a shot, and you guys blew it every time. So I don't think you guys are not going to win this game either. Even though it's in Green Bay, I do get it. And Chandler's probably gonna hit me a whole new one that we're in Green Bay. And it's like, yes, I knew. But right now, you guys are undefeated. At home. So, but actually, no, never mind. You guys are not undefeated at home. My fault. My bad. You guys lost to the Vikings and the Lions at home. And it's going to be the 49ers. Because I think now they're getting their stuff back together. So, give me 49ers. And now, our last 4:00 game. Arizona at Seattle. Now, Arizona Cardinals are a very sneaky team right now. Most people don't know this. They're 6-4. Yeah, they're 6-4. They're first in the West, in the NFC West here. And they destroyed the Jets. And the Jets have an elite defensive team. But yet the Jets, they're 3-7. And yes, Aaron Rodgers. You got Aaron Rodgers when he's about to retire. Like, you're not doing good. You're not doing good, dude. So, and that defense is crap. It's all a bunch of crap. So give me Arizona on this game. Seattle is a 5-5 team right now. But even though they barely beat the 49ers last week, I don't think it doesn't matter. Because Arizona is number one for a reason. And it is a rivalry. So, this is a chance to get at them. Because if Seattle wins, they're tied for first. So, even though this is a must win for Seattle, this is a way more much win for Arizona. So I think Arizona's got the guts. So give me Arizona for that game. And for Sunday Night Football, we got the best team in the NFC, Philadelphia Eagles, versus the LA Rams, or the Los Angeles Rams. Man. Man. Give me Philadelphia. Yeah. Give me Philadelphia on this game. Because they got all their players back. They got Devontae Smith is back. Yeah, they got AJ Brown back, Deontay Smith back. Saquon Barkley's looking healthy as ever. And the Rams really just doesn't have that defense. Because honestly, if you guys would have the defense, the Patriots wouldn't even score 22 points. Honestly. Because the Patriots really is not that good. So, give me Philadelphia. Oh, brother versus brother for Monday Night Football. Ooh, who's the better brother? John or Jim? Oh, man. And you know what? I'm going to pick the Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers for this game. And let me tell you why. Jim Harbaugh. Right? He's a fully mastermind. And he's up there. And John Harbaugh, him and the Ravens, we're not that good anymore. Everyone's saying get rid of John Harbaugh because he has not a lot of success in the postseason. In which I get it. I mean, but I don't think you not get rid of the coach. I don't think it's not the coach. And then, well, I mean, it is kind of the coach because, I mean, on your 2-point conversion, you don't have Derrick Henry in there. I mean, come on. He's automatic in that type of a area, but I don't know. But give me the Chargers to win this game. Yep, give me the Chargers for Monday Night Football. And that is it, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my picks, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm sorry, Ravens fans. You're all tons of crybabies. And Justin Tucker, you're the most crybaby of all. We'll see you all next week.